What? What up? Another episode, Whistle Game Podcast, 2/3 of the crew. Your boy Ferb.
Yes, sir. Your boy, the best dressed, the controversial one. What's popping?
Was really good, man. It's been a good week, man, so far, man. Short week. Came out Sunday. We had a good time at RSVP. For anybody who didn't catch it, go YouTube page, catch the 2 live shows that we did. 2 topics. That top 15, Brock Purdy seems to be starting some controversy out there, man, in the comment section.
Well, the bad thing is he didn't do anything to help his conversation, right? So he didn't play. He played like a top 15 guy. He played like a 15 guy. He didn't show that he could be over some of those other guys that may be listed in that 10 to 12, 15 range. So I was actually disappointed in Brock Purdy's performance. I think he had 3-4 overthrows. If he make any two of the 4 throws that he overthrew, we won't be having this conversation. You know, I mean, he left the critics have something else to talk about.
Hey, that boy BA a bad man. That overthrow to BA that route.
It was, but I mean, listen, that's like a long foul ball. My coach used to always tell me, man, all that and ain't got nothing to show for it, man. I don't like that. So we still having this conversation about top 15 only because he didn't take the opportunities that was granted to him Sunday and make the best of them. If he make 2 of those 4 throws that we missed, we're not even having that conversation again. So I'll take that one for Brock. Yeah.
Hey, so I mean, the one thing you got to remember too, Brock is yet to play a full season in the NFL. So he's yet to play a full season with BA and Debo and Jawan and whoever, Kittle. So I mean, they still all getting on the same page at the end of the day. But for everybody out there, please go look at our YouTube page, like, comment, subscribe. But go check out that top 15 debate. Is Brock Purdy a top 15 quarterback? But here we are, week 3, 2-0, coming off a victory against the Rams, divisional opponent. I know we just talked about Brock Purdy real quick, but what about the rest of the team? What were you impressed with? What were you not impressed with? What was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for my man Bosa to come alive. You watched it live at all. That was what I'm raining on. I'm still going to put everything I got on Bosa getting the big check, getting the big payday to kind of come to life. I think we had some very, very good. We took the right opportunity at the end of the game when it was getting close to have some turnovers. I thought we was just kind of getting nickel and dime all day long. And then just when we really, really needed a turnover bad, we got one. Those are things that I'm just looking to see what happens. Didn't know until after the game that Christian McCaffrey played every snap or played 100% of the game. Like, that's a lot of snaps. It's a lot of reps. One of the things that also made a statement before the game is coming out of that game with no injuries. And I think, leaving that game, we got a questionable to BA, you know what I mean, figuring out his shoulder or, the clavicle or whatever may have been the issue, rotator cuff or collarbone, whatever seems to be the issue there. That's the issue I'm worried about because I know it says based on just pain, the MRIs was negative, but just the pain what coming out of there. But other than that, we played.
Embry got hurt too. His knee.
Yeah, we played enough to win a game, but I just still waiting to see that Carolina Panthers stamp that Coach Wilkes comes with. Those we had a couple dog blitzes where Warner popped through wide open. I want to see that a little bit more to be able to create. Yeah, I want to see a couple of that a little bit more. And then again, when the Bear come alive, I think we're gonna be ready. I've seen a couple clips this week that showing how the Bear is kind of coming into playoff form already. Split some double teams. It's got to get the rust off. Got to get the timing down. But again, just waiting to see him just take over and dominate the game, and I hope it happens on tomorrow night easily.
Yeah. So when you play the Rams, play the Cardinals, you play the Seahawks. These are division rivals. These are dogs. Even though we've beaten the Rams now like 9 straight times, at the end of the day, it's a division game. It's going to be a battle. And then you got the McVay-Shanahan aspect, and those 2 dudes know each other like brothers, man. And McVay is a hell of a coach, and, he knows how to scheme it up each week to, to win. And, you know, the defense's weaknesses, and I think that's what you would have showed. We've been playing soft coverage ever since Pittsburgh. I hate it. Oh my gosh! And he took advantage of it. He saw that we couldn't handle the bunch formation, and he kept everybody in the bunch, and he would run 2-2 either across the field or on curls, and he'll run the other rookie, or Tutu's not a rookie, but he'll run the rookie across the field on curls coming out that bunch. And Tre'Davious Ward and them was just playing so far off the ball that it was just a hit every time. And Stafford's no slouch. I mean, Super Bowl winning quarterback. He was good before that, way back to Georgia. I mean, if it's dead, he's gonna take it and make the throw. So it was easy pickings for them. Luckily, we made the stops when we had to make the stops. We got the one interception by Isaiah Oliver. But pretty much to what you said, I'm actually very, 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 very disappointed in this defense so far. Not just Bosa, but the whole defense as a whole, coaching all the way down. We're not looking like the best defense in the league. We're not looking like a top tier defense in the league. Yeah, we beat up on the Steelers. The Rams got to us a little bit, but we're not getting that consistent pressure that we're used to. There was a lot of time in in the game after reviewing it. We rushed just 4 men, like getting no pressure. And then Drake Jackson was a no-show on the other side of Bosa this week. Colin Farrell hasn't showed up in either game on the other side of Bosa. So where's that at? Where's Hargrave at? Like, where's this pressure? And then even if we're not gonna get pressure with just the 4, where's this blitz stuff at that Steve Wilkes is known for? He's also a defensive backs coach, heavy. Like, even in camp, he was working one-on-ones with Ambry and a lot of them. And where's that coming into play at? Like, where's the defensive back play hasn't been good. I haven't seen Hufanga show up really too much in the film. I forgot Gibson was even back there. Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the back end is not making plays, the front's not making plays. Fred is making a little bit of plays here and there. It just doesn't seem cohesive. It doesn't seem good. Maybe they're all still getting used to each other, getting used to Wilkes' scheme and system and stuff like that. But I'm just not feeling it. So hopefully tomorrow night could be a bounce back game with a beat up Giants team. No Saquon, no Andrew Thomas, the left tackle. Maybe it's time this Bosa get back on track, get his first one for the year, and this defense gets back to being like 49er defense.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be the key to the game. Is I think we're going to find somebody that we can beat up on, and maybe once Bosa get his first sack, that starts, the avalanche that everybody, is getting that NJ need, and they want to see they want to see the shoulder hunch. They want to see this. Everybody, the whole fan base can't wait to do this in the stand. So we can get to that point.
Can't
I think
wait.
we can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to blow my whistle to it. So all in all, I mean, and the last thing is I don't want this to be a trap game for us. I think this game could be almost like the Atlanta game from last year. Just not prepared. We have a history of not playing well against mobile quarterbacks. Yeah, he's not the mobile quarterback he's not the mobile quarterback of Justin Fields, but he's mobile enough. He's the mobile quarterback of Super Mario when we played in Atlanta last year. That's just enough mobility to get us in trouble. And that's been a history now. If Steve Wilkes has a better scheme against mobile quarterbacks than we have had in the past, maybe we pan out different. But that's always been a history with us, is just having mobile quarterbacks and him giving everybody else another chance, or an idea of how they can pick up a hidden first down here, a hidden 25 yards in a game that we don't normally see. Those things can potentially be dreadful and hurtful to us. And that's the one thing I worry about is a setup game, short week, no Saquon, trying to scheme up so much to where we get out of what we normally do, or get out of our base stuff and not just playing good football. And, there's a play here and a play there, and then this game is 17-14 at halftime. Those are the things that I worry about. That's one thing I will say, though. Last week I was impressed to see us being down and fight hard to get to a 17-17 tie at halftime last week. That felt really, really good going into halftime. Had we going to halftime down, I don't know if we have a second half that we have, at least a third quarter like we played But I definitely think that 17-17 tie going into halftime made us have a better third quarter than normally. So I'll get that to what we
What
did
about my
last
boy
week.
Moody? What about my boy Moody, baby? Third round draft pick. Let's go,
Yeah,
Moody. Let's
listen,
go, baby.
I told you in the podcast. Listen, I'm not going to celebrate field goals. I'm with this offense we have right now. I'm trying to see sevens. I'm trying to see sevens. I'm trying to see
Every time
sevens.
we touch the ball, it should be 7. But my man's gonna be a weapon for us. He's gonna win us some games, man. So, let's get into this Giants talk.
Okay.
Let's
Yep. Ready.
get into this. Let's get into this Giants talk right now. Got my man Marcus joining us.
Okay.
When it comes up.
Okay.
Marcus, are you there? You can hear us? Turn your camera on.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold up.
Oh, I definitely say you got to put a face with the name. I had to make sure
Marcus,
now.
he in the
got you.
car.
What up?
Welcome,
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Marcus,
over
man. Welcome to the Whistle Gang podcast, man. You doing all right?
Doing all right. Stay at work.
All right. So for everybody out there, me and Marcus grew up together in New York. Obviously, I've always been bang bang Niner gang, and Marcus is a big time Giants fan. So we wanted to bring Marcus on to get Marcus' perspective on his Giants and the game this week. So I mean, how do you feel about your Giants right now, Marcus?
I mean, I'm still trying to let that historical comeback settle in. So it's a little bit tough to try to gauge how we're gonna do against the Niners. But I mean, the Niners been, just speaking on the Niners, they've been holding it down. Last couple of seasons, would you have like 11 wins the last 3 years in a row, something like that?
Something like that.
That's pretty consistent. So, I mean, that's something the Giants gotta get to. So we ain't there yet.
What do you think some of the strengths are of the team right now?
Prior to Saquon Barkley being out, I think that play action was probably the number one. Going either way with it, either hand it off to Saquon or Daniel Jones's bootlegs are very effective, whether you want to like it or not. And you see, he had one of the linebackers for the Cardinals, a very athletic guy, had him dead to rights, and Daniel deked him and went outside of him. He broke the leverage. So, I mean, you can't discount what Daniel could do with his legs. So just the running game and definitely the play action when Saquon's there.
You got a question, Shenard?
Yeah, so I was thinking, so who's next? Who's next at the bet? I know everybody organization say next man up. If Saquon is not there to be the ball carrier, who's carrying that load for the mighty Giants, or the little Giants, we like to call them.
Yeah, little Giants, who got the same amount of wins against you as head up. So that's what it is. But I think it might be Breida or the kid Gray.
Cheetah's coming home.
Yeah, I think Breida's going to be the one to probably get the shine first because that's the ex-Niner, but he hasn't shown me anything since he's been here. So I don't know.
Cheetah don't want to meet Fred in the hole. He remember practices.
Listen, you see what we did to the last ex-Niner that played with us, what they did to Witherspoon this weekend. They made Witherspoon like he wasn't even in there. They showed the highlights on what we did to Witherspoon. He just, oh my God, they treated him like a traitor this past Sunday.
Didn't y'all play the Dolphins last year and did that to one of your ex running backs on the Dolphins or something like that?
Mosher did the same thing. Every time we go see one of our old exes, we treat them like exes. That's what we do.
They gotta get it. They gotta get it.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's not too much Breida though. Breida doesn't. I'm not too confident in the Breida stuff.
So the one thing before you came on, me and Shenard was reviewing last week, and we got a little bit into the Giants. One of the things that I can say stresses me, but I know he's gonna get off is Daniel Jones. So like, if the prop bet is like 50 yards, I would take the over. No matter how good our
running.
Yeah. No matter how good our defense is for years and years, all the way back to Robert Slide, like we can't stop mobile quarterbacks. Like we still gonna win the game. But like he's gonna get off somehow, some way. He's gonna get off. He's gonna get his rush yards. So that's one of the things that concern me about the game. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that concerns me about the football Giants coming into the Bay on a Thursday night on a short week. After you guys just put all your energy into coming back, 21 points, 24 points.
21 points. 21
Like
points.
I just don't see a way where you got, what's the point spread? 9.5 or 10 points or something
10.
like
It
that.
was 10.
Yeah. I just don't see, other than Daniel Jones getting some rush yards, I just don't see a way or avenue that y'all can beat us. Do you? How do y'all win? Y'all win if what?
I mean, if we have to be able to block. So that's, seems to be our number one weakness. And
no Andrew Thomas. Who's
no
blocking
Andrew Thomas.
Bosa?
Joshua Sedzu.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if that's the guy that was on the left side. But it looked like whoever was on the left side this game will be over there. Whoever was there against the Cardinals will be there again. He didn't do that bad, but it's not against Bosa. So Bosa.
Just looking at things, I mean, I think you guys had a great pickup in the offseason with Darren Waller. Like, how do you see him, but going against the first of all, maybe having the opportunity to have to block maybe one of the best defensive ends in the game. He's gonna draw that assignment at some point of the day. I would imagine that he would have to attempt to block the Bear one-on-one, and then also in the matchup game and him being able to go against Greenlaw or Warner as the best linebacker tandem in the league. Like, how do you see that pickup being for a guy like Darren Waller tomorrow?
Well, that's what you get him for. You want to, fight fire with fire. You don't want to fight fire with, grass and no shit like that. Like we've had, under talented people trying to go against these better teams for a long time, and it's proven it doesn't work. So now we got somebody like that. Yeah, he's been injured, but at the same time, when he's not injured, he's been productive. So, and he was very open against the Cardinals.
What do you have, like 6 or 7 catches?
You see, I'm in right over here. I'm in a historical spot in Brooklyn, in Dumbo.
What do you have, 6 or 7 catches?
It's like you have some technical difficulties now. You try to get out, and I guess we need to keep an eye on him, make sure they don't rob him in the middle of Manhattan.
You there?
I can't hear
you. In Dumbo by the water. Oh man! But I think Darren Waller did have a good game against the Cardinals. But I mean, Fred Warner is one of the best cover linebackers. I mean, he's the best middle linebacker in football, but he's also one of the best cover linebackers in all of football. So I'm not concerned about him. How many catches he had? Like 6 or 7 catches, right, Marcus?
I think 6 catches, something like that.
Yeah. So
wasn't a lot of yards or no yak yards, but just being open, moving the chains, did what he's supposed to do.
So y'all win. You said blocking. What else? Like, if y'all could pull it off, what has to happen?
Well, first thing first, we got to be able to block. We got to be able to block up front, and we got to be able to generate pressure. So even if we're not able to, I think if we're not able to block Bosa in your front seven, if we're able to somehow manage to generate pressure on Purdy, maybe make him make some mistakes, that would probably be the only way. But right now, my defensive line outside of Dexter Lawrence hasn't shown that they can do much of anything. So fucking Kayvon played 60 snaps and had no stats. Him and Leonard Williams.
He didn't look impressive last year, but Thibodeau.
I mean, he had a couple of moments, but his cons are showing up more than his pros.
Not
good. They said that he will coast some plays or whatever that those cons were, and that's kind of what I see. Like, he's not being aggressive, especially against the Cardinals. He was just kind of standing up and moving, shifting around, delaying his pressure, but he was never like just go. Like, you see Parsons, the big difference with Parsons. Parsons is fucking knocking people over, using his size, using his leverage, using everything. Kayvon is not doing it. He's thinking too much.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Brad. No,
I was going to ask you a question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm good. I'm waiting on you.
How do we lose tomorrow? The Giants win if what happens?
We don't show up.
If y'all don't show up. If you overlook the opponent, you can't sleep on no opponent.
Yeah, if we don't show up, no. I'm gonna put this one all on Shanahan. If Shanahan gets too cute tomorrow with trick plays, Trying to throw the ball, trying to embarrass somebody, trying to run the score, trying to just do anything that's out of understanding what we do. I mean, tomorrow is one of those things where we have to use. Let me back up just a little bit. I feel in a situation where he's going to try to use the game to get Elijah Mitchell in the game early, to get Price in the game early. So I think it'll be running back by committee tomorrow on a short week. So I think this is how you see some of those snaps. So if we don't do what we need to do early in the game, is let Christian McCaffrey touch the ball 15, 20 times in the first half. I think that can be a setup for us just not doing what we normally do in man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the running game is what scares me because I mean we still don't seem like we can do much against it. As soon as Dexter Lawrence and Cat goes out, all hell breaks loose. So
Did I go out? It seemed like I went out.
Yeah, you went out for a quick second,
You
but
did.
you came right back. So,
Yeah.
so we win by doing what, Shenard?
I think bringing pressure on defense, staying on the gas on offense. So defense, showing five-man line, five-man pressures, attempt to play more man-to-man coverage outside, forcing them to beat us with the run game. Forcing them to use their backfield. You know what I mean? Just put them in a situation where it's running downs, where they get more a running look. Making Daniel Jones out throwing small windows, forcing them to have to throw a bit. Where they've seen a lot of four-man defensive lines, a lot of nickel coverage just to be able to take on be prepared for the play action. And then have to run the ball. We're going to show that we can play defense with tackling the run game with just a four without having to send an extra man. So we won't get caught up a lot in the backfield with the eyes in the backfield against play action pass. So we got to be able to dominate the line of scrimmage with four, being able to play the run with four. And again, the keys for them is they're going to have to run the ball and keep us, honest with being able to show us that they can gas us for 6 and 5 and 6s and 5s quite often. If they getting 2 in a cloud of dust, I think we're going to be able to stay home with 4 and be able to make Daniel Jones throw into some pretty tight windows. And if we can get up 10 or 14 early, I think we can continue to strangle the Giants. It'd be the key to victory.
Yeah, because he can't drop back and pass. But like I said, we played them during the COVID year. There was no fans allowed. I don't know if y'all remember. And Daniel Jones, he did run over us. I'm not sure that y'all want to say like
nobody to throw it to.
Yeah, but still,
it matters when you don't got nobody to throw it to.
Yeah, but still, like it doesn't matter whoever the quarterback is. If the quarterback is mobile against us, we just suck for whatever reason.
I get that. See, now that's so I'm torn about tomorrow. I do believe in the Giants, but we have to be very close to what we did in that second half, mostly that fourth quarter against the Cardinals, to even come close to challenge y'all and play. We have to play a very perfect game. And not having Andrew Thomas, not having Saquon Barkley, that will be fucking huge. And even just to expect a running game tomorrow, it sounds like it's going to be on Daniel Jones. But at the same time, I watched that game. And, I'm sorry, but I saw the way Daniel played. That's why I defend him the way I defend him, because I've already seen him do that. And it was moments in different spots in different games over the years, playing against Brady and shit like that. But then, then he put it all together in one half, and especially it looked like one quarter, and scored that many points like that. He had total control. He looked like a fucking NFL quarterback. He looked like he was underpaid. Like, the shit was crazy. Like, if he comes out and we're able to block, y'all gonna eat all those words about him not being able to pass. You're gonna eat those words if you do it against the number one defense.
All right. So what you got? Final score tomorrow. What you got? Prediction?
21-17 Niners.
So
I want us to win, but I think y'all gonna win. I can't. I mean, I'm on your podcast. I ain't gonna bullshit.
So you're not even going for your crew.
I'm going for when I go to bet, I'll still bet on my Giants. But I'm on the podcast.
You just told the whole world that we gonna win.
I'm keeping it real. I think that the Niners will win, but if the Giants come out and play a perfect game, we could come up with an upset.
He said he's taking the 9 points in Vegas. He's taking Vegas in the 9 points is what he's telling you.
Listen,
he's taking
I'm talking about the hood. This for the hood right here.
I'm not worried about the hood. They can fucking eat my shorts. I keep it real all the time. They never gonna get no fluff from me.
No, what you got? What you got? Prediction.
I'm
Final
going.
score.
I'm going 38-14. I'm thinking a blowout. I'm gonna get my blowout finally. I just think it's that time. I mean, Thursday night game, showtime. I think these boys want to play hard so they can get that 2-day rest, rest into the weekend. I think we deserve a rest early in the season. I think it's one of those things that we just need to get back to what we're doing. I think with the ideal of Saquon and the left tackle being out, it makes it even harder of a game plan for the Giants to actually put something together. We hadn't played well. We hadn't put the offense, the defense together, and the special teams all together at once. I think it's finally a time that if we can, especially if we can go down and score on the first drive and get a 3-and-out. If we get that 3-and-out, those 3-and-outs, or those 5 3-and-outs we had against the Steelers, against the Giants early on, I think the offense is now at a place where we getting ready to click, 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 click. So that's my thought process. I was gonna say 35, but I know you want to see Moody kick a field goal, so I just went with 38. So Moody can kick a field goal, but yeah, 38.
I need him. I'm sorry to interrupt. I need Moody to score as many field goals as possible. I picked him up on that fantasy leagues.
Yeah, and Brad, before you go in, I'll give credit. I mean, seeing Daniel Jones play yesterday and Daniel Jones being talked about in today's news about it being a quarterback, I didn't see it early on. I just thought Daniel Jones was a bad decision or a bad excuse for a quarterback. And the same thing I'm saying about Bryce Young right now. Like, why? Like, why? But that's another topic, another episode that y'all gonna have to tune in for the What's the Game podcast. But right now, 38-14 Niners in a blowout. What do you got, Brad?
I could second that, man. Like 38-14, 35-10, something like that. I think this one could get out of hand. I think it get out of hand early. I think I'm hoping as much. They probably don't pay as much attention to the media as like probably we do and stuff like that. But I'm hoping like Fred and them, and they hear all this cowboy talk and how we're not the most dominant team in the NFC, we're not the best defense and all that other stuff. And let's start getting on the like that snowball effect. Like let's impose our will tomorrow night on the Giants. Impose our will on the Cardinals. And then in 2 weeks it's Cowboy week. And we impose our will on them and let them know like we still are the bullies on the block. We still are the best.
Are you saying that the 49ers are walking around, they're looking at that 40 ball that the Cowboys put up on the Giants, and that's our standard? We got to hold ourselves better than the standard?
I think so. I'm hoping that. That's what I'm hoping. Like, they do it, shit, we can do it too.
I like it.
That's the attitude I want this defense to have.
Minus Saquon Barkley, that need to be the attitude. Minus the Saquon Barkley, minus the left tackle.
Yeah,
that needs to be the arrogance walking around the facility tomorrow.
Correct, because we are the best team now. Statistically, right now through 2 weeks, they have the best defense without a doubt. They play Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson. Now we get our crack at Daniel Jones. So now let's do this. Let's do the same. Let's put up these same numbers, and we're at home. Like let's impose our will. It's time to impose our will.
Ran through New York, huh? They just ran through New York, huh?
Yeah. It's time to impose our will and give some dudes a break. And then we get it, like you said, you get the extra 2 days, you get the short mini bye, and get ready for the Cardinals. Another division battle, which is gonna be a tough game, no matter what the standings are or what they have on their roster and vice versa. It's gonna be a tough game because it's a division game. But hopefully we come out this game healthy with a big W. Cardinals healthy, big W, and me looking forward and overlooking these 2 games. But get ready for Cowboy Week. That's all it's about right now. It's time to get ready for Week 5 and impose our will and start and set the tone for that 1 seed. But it's your boy Ferb, your boy the best dress. We appreciate you, Marcus, for checking in with us. Holding it down. Well, I can't even say you held it down for the Giants because you rooting going for us.
I ain't rooting for y'all. I said what I think, but just what y'all was just going through just now is what I'm hoping for is that your team shows up with that same arrogance, because that same arrogance is going to get y'all ass beat tomorrow night. So
we'll see.
We'll see. I'm definitely hoping that y'all come in thinking, no, the Cowboys did it, so we can too. That's going to get y'all beat. That's definitely
We
Mark,
appreciate you.
go and put your address in the DMs. We're gonna send you out some merch and a couple wolves, some
And
49er
you
gear,
gonna
man.
you gonna see me burning all of that shit.
Man, listen, with that New York traffic, you're gonna need that whistle. You're gonna need that whistle to get you and that old lady across the street with that giant shit on. So you're gonna need that whistle when we send it to you.
Oh my gosh. Well, look, we appreciate y'all checking us out, tuning in to another episode of Whistle Gang Podcast. Please, please, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your Giants friends. Let them see the preview to the game tomorrow night. And check us out for the recap after the game. Maybe Marcus will have enough balls to show his face after the
I'll be
game
here.
and do the
I'll be
recap.
here.
Maybe
I'll
do the
see the
recap with
smile.
us.
Watch the smile come right back. Watch. I'm
But
gonna be talking
anyway,
about that arrogance.
You got anything else, Shenard?
No, we good, man. What's the game podcast? Outside boys, the Golden Girls, Charlotte Empire, Niners Empire, Charlotte. We at RSVP Thursday night. We'll be there
All
early.
right.
Be there, show up, pull up. We ready to get it done. Let's do it.
Appreciate it. Peace.
Bet.